is my name.
Yeah, yeah, ay. Diabolical divas. Diabolical divas. Diabolical divas. We're the ladies with the tea, spilling truth on every mic. Breaking down the games, men play, yeah, we're calling out the hype. Strong, bold, beautiful, we say what's on our minds. Welcome to Diabolical Divas, where the real talk always shines. Oh, Diabolical Divas, say it loud, say it clear, no fear, no filter. Oh, Diabolical Divas, if it's about men and madness, girl, we're right here. Diabolical Divas. Diabolical Divas. Diabolical Divas. Diabolical Divas. Yeah, yeah, ay. Diabolical Divas. Diabolical Divas. Diabolical Divas. We're the ladies with the tea, spilling truth on every mic. Breaking down the games, men play, yeah, we're calling out the hype. Strong, bold, beautiful, we say what's on our minds. Welcome to Diabolical Divas, where the real talk always shines. Oh, Diabolical Divas, say it loud, say it clear, no fear, no filter. Oh, Diabolical Divas, if it's about men and madness, girl, we're right here. Diabolical Divas. Diabolical Divas.
Greetings, everyone, and thank you all for tuning into another informative video right here on Paradigm Shift 314 with your girl Ivory. I am a diabolical diva. Some of the divas might be rolling up tonight for this show, but keep in mind, after this show, we have a show with all the divas tonight. So that's going to be a very interesting show. We going in tonight. Today I have my cousin Aisha here, and we are going to talk about the Diddy Mockumentary. Aisha.
Hey everybody, this is my cousin, and I like running my mouth on certain subjects, and I'm with you guys tonight, so hopefully y'all enjoy our discussion.
Right. So everybody, I made a post on Facebook. Everybody was hitting me up like, when are you doing a live? When are you doing a live? And so yeah, I have to go ahead and go live. So Aisha, give it to me raw. You need to give it to me raw, no lube, okay? What are
we
your
just
thoughts?
we just using baby oil tonight. Okay, well, let's
Okay,
get to
okay. Rub me down. Rub me down with some of that baby oil.
extra heavy on the baby oil. Um, this is wild. This is like a stab, a jab at Diddy from all the shit that he's been doing. So the only one who is going to say the opposing things is 50 Cent. So we know how petty he can be. And this is like top tier petty. Top.
I love it.
I'm not against it. I'm not against it. But this is, oh man, he is
Right.
king of petty for real.
Yeah, I'm 50 petty, but it I do I do have to be honest now. From I'll Be Sure, Kirk, Tim Patterson, Andre Harrell, Joy Dickerson, Eric, Tim, everybody in there are all enemies of Diddy, and he owes them something. You get what I'm saying? So let's start with part one. The part of the documentary. what are your thoughts on um Kirk, the co-founder?
Um, okay, so with that, that's the okay. So Kirk is the one that's super close with Diddy. That was his child's godfather. He was there from the beginning till whenever Diddy said it's the end. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so he know everything. Okay, he been knowing all this stuff. He only told when Diddy fucked him in the ass. But I don't think he got the baby oil deal. I think that's why we're here with him. Because you knew what was going on. And did he say that Diddy sexually assaulted him? He put that in his suit along with him not giving him his money. Did he say that?
Mm-hmm. Yes. And he said that Diddy did like a hostile takeover of his shares with a baseball bat. Pretty much he came in and like with a bat and was like, hey, you need to sign this over. I really need these shares for whatever reason or whatever. He said he signed it over. And but it didn't make sense. It didn't all the way make sense because it was either he was coming to G check you with a bat for you to sign it over, or he asked you to sign it over. Which was, I don't see nobody ask you to sign nothing with a bat. You get what I'm saying? Or explain, I really need you to do this, and they got a bat. You know, it didn't
That
make sense.
that didn't make sense to me either. I mean, I could see a intimidating tactic, but you is the dude that know everything. So you know if he's serious or not with his threatening ways. He didn't have to threaten you, but I guess he did because he gave you something and then he took it back. He strong armed you and took it back. But yet, didn't you still stay after he took his shit back? But the only thing that you took and didn't have a problem with it was that deed.
See, I believe Diddy asked him to sign those shares over. He was trying to do something or whatever, whatnot, and he used the friendly route. I don't believe he used the bad route because dude feel like, oh, we so close. But see, it was said he was caught stealing money from Puffy, so Puffy probably finessed him and then fired him because whatever. But yeah, that was weird. And it's also said that that first child that he's supposed to be the stepfather of, it's also said
Godfather,
the Godfather. Yeah, I'm sorry, I said stepfather. The
Your
Godfather. It-
father of
It's
he
also
could be the stepfather because he gonna be the gave
your father of
it said
He
it's
could be the stepfather because he
well,
gonna be.
somebody got an echo. Hey Divas.
Hey, baby. Somebody, if you have their YouTube open, you have to close it out.
Somebody got an echo. Hey Divas.
Hey. Somebody, if you have their YouTube open, you have to close it out. Is it still there?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
What's up, divas?
You got it, sister. You got it, sister. We talking about this Puffy mockumentary.
Oh Lord.
So that's what I was saying. Okay, so
Hey
Diddy
y'all.
supposed to be the step.
Hi, Aisha.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't introduce you. Everyone, this is Aisha, my cousin. Cousin,
Hi,
this is
cousin.
Sister Light and Cookie, my fellow divas.
Hey, y'all will see me pop up from time to time, and then I'm out. But how y'all doing
Oh,
tonight?
you're
How
welcome.
are you?
How are you?
You know, me and Ivy got opposing views on this documentary
Am
because
I the only one with my camera
She's
on? That
with you on this, Sister Light.
yeah, by me being from New York and understanding that all of this stuff has been going on for so long, where most people didn't hear about it until, stuff started hitting the internet. Yeah, I have a different view of it.
Yeah. So, and you can tell us more about um Kirk is the godfather of Diddy's first child by, is it Misa?
Yes.
Okay. But that child is said to be Diddy's enemy.
No, that child is said to be Diddy's old bodyguard,
Oh.
baby.
Mm.
And Wolf is dead now. So he got murdered out in Atlanta not too long after that trial. I mean, with the shine and the shooting at the club with J Lo and all of that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
They had became enemies after the fact, something about some money and just the way Puff moves. So yeah.
Let me ask, what is everybody's opinion about it? I know Ivory's opinion is different than mine. Um,
My opinion is the nigga did it. Like he did it. Everything they're saying he did it. Like
I'm
it's
with
just
you. I'm with you, sister. Like he, I'm with you.
I think I think he's a predator and he needs to be put down. I don't understand how this man went this long with this fuckery that he was doing and nobody did anything. It's like everybody was scared of him, but like this is one man. Like he held all this power for some reason. And yeah, I think he did it. I mean, he needs to be where he's at. Um,
Sis- Sister Ivory know about that dark psychology mixed with that dark magic.
Yes. But see, I feel like this. His enablers should be charged right along with him.
absolutely.
Um, I feel that he's guilty of most other things that they say he's doing. I just feel that they are people are angry with him, so they are souping up some stuff. You know what I'm saying? They putting a little cut on some stuff to really hit home.
I think people are coming out because they feel safe to come out
Mhm.
after Cassie basically opened the gate for them because again, they've been scared of this man for years.
There's only a few
I feel
people.
that Cassie is an opportunist. Um, her situation, I feel like honestly, she should have been charged with Diddy. She played a major role in that. She was long gone with another man. She claimed she couldn't leave in all this other mess, but she was gone. But she was coming back to schedule freak offs, asking Diddy, emailing Diddy to ask him, hey, can we have a freak off? Cheating on your man to come have freak offs and fly people out and going on. So I feel like, yeah, she's no victim.
I think a lot of people got the timeline wrong. I think
I
all of
feel
those
like
things happening.
I do feel like she is a victim, but a person that has been abused and stomped and kicked out by the person that they are, romantically involved with, that Diddy is a major, major manipulator. Manipulator. He
Mhm.
plays mind games,
He's a predator.
and it's not the fact that I think people coming or thinking from this point of, well, if he did that, why didn't you leave? Sometimes leaving can end up getting you killed. And if you know he's powerful, where are you going to run when you don't have any money?
Everywhere she tried to go, when she definitely tried to leave, he found her, even going as low as to try to blackmail her parents. But the thing is, I think people are getting the timelines confused, right? Nowhere did it say why she, in the beginning of her relationship with this man, she may still have been indulging in these practices because who knows? But I really feel like he put he made her, he had her contact these people. He had her do these things so that in a situation like we're seeing now, she would get the blame and people would
He's
feel about
very
her just so.
No,
calculated.
at the
Yeah.
but at the
He's very
trials, those
calculated.
emails at the trials, those emails came from her to Diddy asking, can they have a freak off? When his Diddy lawyers pointed out that she was longer in a relationship along with her man, and she was creeping out on her man to come have these freak offs.
I mean,
But you
it's not,
gotta understand, Ivory, a victim
She was a victim of domestic violence.
when you're in those situations, I know, but it sounds good, right? But when you're an actual victim in it, then you can't really judge it like that. You see
it's a
what I'm saying?
Stockholm syndrome. It's a
Because he
Stockholm
was very
syndrome.
manipulative. I've been in a relationship that was abusive, so I know what the hell she's going through. You see what I'm talking about? It's easy for other people outside looking in to say that, but it's not for the person that's in it. I
Right.
mean,
It's a
I was
Stockholm
in
syndrome.
a abusive relationship a while long years ago, but I was toxic also.
right?
So, and I believe that Cassie was toxic in some ways as well.
I
That's
can
fine.
I can
I
agree
mean,
with you
even
on
Danny
that.
Kane, he was manipulative to them, to Danny Kane.
He
That
got that girl when she was very young.
yes, I
Right?
mean, he's very manipulative. Like he really messed a lot of people up. You see what I'm saying? And everything is coming out.
There was, like I was
Um,
trying to say before, that there was only a few people throughout the years that would speak out against him, and one of those guys was, I want to say, Mark Curry. He wrote that book, Dancing with the Devil, and everybody would be like, "Oh no, Puff, Puff," acting like he was just making shit up. But everything that he wrote about in that book, we see has people are saying, yes, that did happen. People ignored that Jaguar Wright lady, talking
Mhm.
about she was crazy, she was this, but everything she said,
coming
we
to
see it
pass.
coming to pass.
That woman ain't crazy by no means. I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised ain't nothing happened to her yet. And maybe some attempts have happened. I'm not sure, but I mean, even in the instance with Biggie and Pac, like the stuff he was saying, making him pay for his own funeral, just it's so much coming out that it's sickening. The man is sickening, and he
But
deserves to be
that's
right up. Yeah,
that's a business mind also.
But he said Biggie was his best friend.
right. He's an opportunist. If anyone's an
Mhm.
opportunist,
Mhm.
it's him.
Mhm.
And I think he has something to do with their killing. I think a lot of people have feel like he has something to do with it. It's kind of hard to prove, but I mean, you attacking Kid Cudi, like you attacking everybody.
But see, that was brought up in a documentary, and the ex-assistant said that Diddy came to her house. Diddy went out of town,
Mhm.
and he brought Cassie
Took
to her
her,
house. He
yeah,
babysit or whatnot,
took her over
and
there.
Cassie left with Kid Cudi and called and asked could Cudi come hiking with them, and she was like, you put me in a situation. I work for Diddy.
Hmm.
All that. Okay, I feel that story was BS. Did some of the things in that story happen? Yes. Did it happen the way she said it happened? Absolutely not.
Well, he
Because
definitely blew up his car. That's a fact.
we
He
no,
definitely
they
cut
never
it on.
proved that. That's why he didn't get found
I mean,
guilty.
they can't prove a lot
They
of things,
proved that.
Ivory.
But
They
they
can't prove
going
a lot
out.
of things.
Check this out. If you're trying to frame a man, I feel like they made the stories fit, and she was already upset because she was fired from Bad Boys. So what other way to get back at Diddy?
Is this the
And
same girl that he took to Central Park and threatened to kill her?
Yes,
I don't. She
it is the
claimed
same
that
one.
he told her that they was going to kill Cassie and Cuddy. I think that was a lie. I do believe he came to her house like, hey, Cassie was with you. That's your girl. You know where she at. Show me where she at. Show me where this nigga live at. I mean, I done had to ride down back in the day on one of my ex's homeboys. Like, I know you know where this dude at. Come on, let's go. Show me
I
where
think
he at.
he killed Nicole too.
What dough yet? Because I'm finna whoop somebody today. So I mean, that was back in the day.
I
No,
think he killed. I
I
think he
was,
killed his baby mama.
I was asking, is that the same assistant that he took to Central Park with his bodyguard and threatened to kill her? That he would
Yeah,
have to
that's the
kill
same.
her if she ever went against him because she had affiliations with Suge Knight.
That's the
That's
same
the
one.
same one.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
the same one. But she worked for him years after that. After she so called, after he said he did that, she still worked years for that man. Like,
He threatened
Because
her.
she said that he had threatened to like destroy her career, like she would never be able to work with anyone else
Yeah.
after that. If he, so I don't know. I don't know. Like this shit is a cutthroat game. Excuse my language. It's a cutthroat game. And when you go
it
into this
is.
industry, if you mess up with one big wig, one major player, that can kill your career with everybody.
But
Mm-hmm.
honestly, I feel like this. If I hire an assistant to work for me, you've been working for me for a year and some change. You fail to tell me that you're friends with my enemy's wife, and I find this information out. I'm gonna have to let you know you crossed me. It ain't gonna be nice. I just think it was one of those situations. I don't think that it's like how they making it like, oh, he just took me and said he was gonna kill me because no, you withhold information.
I gotta eat. I'm starving.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't. He's not nothing nice. He's not nothing nice. Everybody is really coming out and saying this man is nothing nice, but people been saying this for years. It's not like it just started. That people just started over the last year talking about him. We talking about decades of this man.
And his bodyguard Gene Deal really been fucking saying shit. You know,
Oh
excuse
yes.
my French.
Been hearing about
So
this man
this
since I was in
has
high
been
school.
an ongoing thing for years and years and years. It's just I think Cassie set the path for everybody to feel safe to say what's going on and stuff like that.
Because if y'all remember, once Cassie came out against Puff, all of these different women started coming out against other people. But you don't hear nothing about Jimmy Iovine. You don't hear nothing about these people that were absolutely charged. I mean, not charged, but allegations was brought up in them. But it's like another R. Kelly case. While we know R. Kelly did certain things, the people that they swept everything, like they kept it really quiet, contained. It made these men the faces of this fuckery. Like it's weird. And
And
that's why
that's
I
why
say I
Jay-Z,
want to say to our entertainers, our football play, our sports entertainers, whatever industry you're in as far as entertainment, you have to understand that no matter what tax bracket you make it to, no matter what level of fame you make it to, you are not them. You are not them, and they will always throw you under the bus, and you will become the face of everything that people are talking about.
yeah.
Yeah, that's finding. But I wonder. Okay, so when they talked about Puffy being a part of Biggie's demise,
Mhm.
they did not bring up E40.
Well, maybe that wasn't as big of a situation that people make that because I never heard of that until you told me about it, and I never heard of it. I never heard anything about Biggie having a problem with E40. And you were the literally the first person that I ever heard say anything about it. But then we had a brother say, yeah, that was a big thing because he's from over there. So he made, you know what I mean? Geographically, he understood whatever was going on. But I never heard of them having no real major beef like that. I never heard of it.
Have
And
you
E40.
heard?
they did have they did have beef around that time that he recorded that I'm going back to Cali song.
Mm-hmm.
That's when it started around before that, because they had the East Coast West Coast beef before, and um Biggie had a show out there in Cali, and E40 bought all the tickets to that show and ran up on him then. Like, he was the only person there. Diddy wasn't even there at that time.
You know, I feel like when that song came out, and just coming from like the angle that I know, I just felt like he was in being. I felt like Biggie was like antagonizing the situation, not with E40, because again, I didn't hear about that, but with the Tupac thing.
With Tupac, yeah.
Yeah, I felt like it was a antagonistic song, right? But now you ladies are telling me something that I didn't know,
It
about
it
the
kind of
E40
it kind
thing.
of makes sense. Well, it kind of makes sense to me. Let me just say that, and I'm sorry for interrupting.
That's fine.
Uh, Diddy was orchestrating that. Like when dude Kirk said that he was supposed to go to London, but Diddy, had him out in LA. He used him as a pawn because truth in the matter is he didn't like Biggie and Pac's friendship from the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He didn't like that. They were cool and he felt like the outsider, but he felt like he should have been in the mix just as well as him. Pac already felt Diddy's energy and he was like, I can't fuck with that cat. But you on some, on the same shit that I'm on. Like they said, Diddy was a paper gangster. These dudes was in the streets. They know what it is.
Right.
And I feel like Diddy tried to vicariously live through Biggie for the street life because that's a life he never knew.
Or let me throw this in your ear. So growing up, he never knew his father was in the streets, right? He thought his dad got killed in some type of accident.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on, as he got older, he found out, who his dad was, what type of people he was um involved with. Could that have made him want to take on that persona of I'm because I want to be like my father? Did anybody ever like did that cross your mind?
He
Yeah.
wanted to be street so bad, but his mama was otherwise something else. Like he seen it, it was his environment, but it was never him. It was never in him to be street. No matter how much he tried to mimic that, he was never street. And right around the time that he met Biggie and tried to get him up and popping, that's when in uh the little docu series, Eric Sermon ran up on him. Now them cats is real street. They
Mhm.
really, really, really about that life. Like, you know, Diddy didn't want them problems. He skipped a lot of ass whoopings that he should have got. My opinion.
Mhm. Mhm.
He
Mhm.
had his ass tapped, but my question to y'all is, if y'all watch that, do y'all think his mama had a major influence for him being violent against women, including his
Yes.
mama?
I do. I
Mm-hmm.
do, especially since she had ran that type of business in around him. He grew up with that. And also I believe that something happened to him at that school. I believe something happened to him
Oh,
at
the
that school.
Catholic
Yeah,
school.
because that one, I don't know if he was the principal or the teacher, whatever. He got accused of molesting boys, and you know how they swept it under the rug and just moved him to a new school somewhere else. I think
Mm.
something happened to him, and that could very well make a young man like hate women. But I think he's a control freak. I think this dude is really a control freak. Like he you know how somebody has to set the stage, be the actor, be the player, be everything that's part of what's going on. I think that's what it is. He craves the control.
And that's because I feel like his mama is an influence of that, of the
Mhm.
lifestyle that she lived, and having him and the other little boys perform for him. Like he's been a performer all his life. Even as a kid, he was performing to be this way. And if he wasn't, he was gonna get the shit knocked out of him by his mama. Like he
Mhm.
had to be something that was not him.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I can agree
Mhm.
with that. So it's just like a whole bunch of toxic behavior that he grew up around, and he just started to embody that.
Yes, because like what you said about the father, he didn't know what he didn't know about his father until he got older. His mother painted
Mhm.
the picture that he seen. Like the pimps smacking the hoes and they dressing in furs and they all nice and there's probably drug usage and he's performing and he's the center of attention right now. But any other time, like I think Kirk said or somebody said in the video that when they was together, he got beatings, but he got severe beatings. Now
Wow.
that could play a major part in that too, in how he, people, how he want to keep people in line, especially the women that he date. But they said that he was like that in college. It was somewhere where I seen some video or something where he was like that back in college, where he was dating a girl and he had did something to her and she ran back to her dorm and he stood outside her dorm screaming her name and saying, if you don't come down here, I'm gonna fuck you up. And her roommate was like, man, don't go out there, don't go. And she went out there anyway. And he was like forcing her, aggressively dragging her off. So it's in him.
Right. And every woman that we know of that he has been with publicly has talked about abuse. He beat Nisa. He beat Kim. He beat Cassie. I think the only one he may not have touched was J Lo because she got away from him relatively fast after that shooting. She got away from him.
Mm.
I think he whooped her ass too. But what was her saving grace and the saving grace in this Cassie situation is he was dealing with some charges. Wasn't them federal charges with the shine and all of that incident? When
It was
feds come along, the women can escape without
yeah.
him coming to try to track him down.
They
Yeah,
they got her away from him so fast, and then you could tell he was really in love with her because like after that he kept having those songs, the all of those songs. If y'all remember, the Mario Winans dude was singing all these, so like he just kept making these songs, and I used to be like, he is so obsessed with this woman. Like I really like he really wanted her back, but she was like, I guess her people was like, you better not. This is not a good look because remember she was just becoming who she was going to be, you know, and being caught up in a shooting wasn't a good look for her at all.
it
Mm-mm.
wasn't, but like I don't really believe the details of what happened. I feel like it could have been anything because he's like psychotic. He could have made
Hmm.
anything happen. And
Hmm.
I agree she didn't want none of that, but I feel like he did a slight Cassie to her, but that was her way out when the gun charges and all this.
Right.
She's like, I'm not taking none of this shit. I'm the fuck out of here. This is my escape. Feds, what do you want? I don't want him to find me or come and get me no more. And that's when Cassie told when the feds had something cooking, hey, we can protect you. Do you mind getting on the stand? Take a settlement. That way you ain't got to talk about the shit he did to you, but get paid for all the ass kickings, and then we're gonna still put you on the stand, but he ain't gonna fuck with you no more. The feds is on his ass. That's how I feel like she could have actually got away.
But do y'all see like the pattern with these people? Because it's like they went back into a law. I don't think nobody knew was on the books to get him and R. Kelly. That Mann Act. I nobody heard of that before. Until it's like what? Not what was it? 19 what? 1910?
Right.
Nobody heard of that because what men you know prior to them that was so messy like this, they got called out and caught up. Now, I'm not saying they the only two. It's a whole plethora of them.
Right.
Barry Gordy, Clive Davis, all of them, even
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood and everything else. It's when they get too messy and that little clique group organization can't save you. You got to take the fall.
Right.
Because
That's
you'll
true
let
now.
us all down. They all been swapping and swinging and sliding through each other.
It's
Fuck
interesting
with
because
two
that
replay,
rule,
Bridget.
they came up with that law for Jack Johnson. And I think I want to say who else was I'm not by my computer, but if you look it up, somebody look it up. It was Jack Johnson and another singer. Those were the only two people that I know of that was convicted under that law up until we get to R. Kelly and Diddy. And they were two black men prior. So Jack Johnson, because he was taking all these white girls, he was taking all these white girls, because that's what it was about. The Mann Act is about white women. Because
Right.
he was taking them all over town, all over the states, all over the country. And these black people, these white people was like, oh hell no, you got this black man parading these white men around, these white women around. We gotta do something about that. And then I want to say it was Otis Redding, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. That's why I asked some because somebody look it up to see which other one it was. And then fast forward to today, that's the only one that I know. And it's interesting that it's
I
all
got
black
a
people.
I got another question for y'all.
Hmm.
Who was the girl that accused Diddy of, you know, not consensually having sex with her, that him and Aaron Hall were doing the same thing to her? Was that Joy?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You asking? You gotta ask. Maybe Ivory would know who it was. I'm not sure.
The girl from that Joy Dickerson, the promoter who he supposedly had recorded, the first girl he supposedly had recorded.
That's the one him and Aaron Hall did together?
What, I don't remember that detail, but I know he's supposed to have got on his knees and said he didn't do that to her. He didn't record her or whatever.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying about this. I mean, I know they were supposed to say a few things, but I'm like, say that shit. Say what the fuck it is. Get it out. Say all of it. Do not give us pieces. Say everything. You gonna put it out there to imply this. Just say it. Say what it is. But it's a whole lot of stuff that is left out. I'm like, okay, I'm not shocked at any of this. I'm more shocked that, you did an interview 50 after this so he could watch it in prison so you can keep mocking him because you're petty. That's what I got out of this whole.
Mm. Yeah, it's just so much. It's just so.
outside of outside of the making of the band members, them the only ones that we seen in this docu series say they signed a contract. The other ones was offered something, didn't sign no paperwork, and got sexually assaulted and drugged. Why didn't none of them, if they thought they was drugged, why none of them went to the police? Or matter of fact, not even to the police. Why you didn't go to the hospital?
Oh, something that stuck out to me was the one chick that said, I took my contract to my lawyer. He looked it over and said, they're offering you um fame, no fortune. And I signed it because it's bad boys. That was the most truth I heard. Like, they all did what they did because it's Diddy. It's bad boys. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
was
right
saying,
after that, they was walking to Brooklyn for a fucking piece of cheesecake.
That was making a band, right? I think these people. So when you dealing with somebody like Puff, who has politicians in their pocket, this man had a lot of that. Let me backtrack. I believe that's why that case against him was so mediocre, right? The case was so mediocre because once they started going through footage and going through the stuff that they confiscated, they started realizing if we go too far with this case, we're going to have to expose some high level people.
Yep.
Mhm.
And that's what we was all waiting for.
Mm-hmm.
But they can't because they're all connected in a certain way. Just like Jeffrey Epstein, we thought that uh Elaine was gonna say some names. She didn't say shit. No names came up. And I think the same names that's all in a circle, which is in Hollywood, which is on private islands, which is in music industry, they
Mm-hmm.
all connect. They all connect. They all been the freak offs. You got pastors, police, lawyers, doctors, dictators, world leaders, all of them using baby oil.
Well, wait a minute. So I was watching this guy last night, and he's from here, but he ran with Pac, and he was saying that shit wasn't baby oil. Like it wasn't. It was cut with GHB and all this stuff, and that they were selling that shit. That's why they had so many bottles of it. It's so weird 'cause he talked
Who
about the
buying
Kevin.
date rape baby oil though? Who's buying that? That's their own home brewed date raping baby oil. Who unless you with them and like them, who is buying this from you?
I guess once you know about it, we don't know. Listen, people be into some wild shit. I just don't. It's like you can't. In my mind, my mind can't. I really be like, yo, this shit is possible. It's possible, right?
I mean, you got to understand there's a lot of drugs involved. People are drugged out. You know what I'm saying? And that baby oil, and when it came out with 1,000 bottles of baby oil, I'm just like, there has to be some type of rohypnol or something in there because these people are saying they waking up
Right.
to feeling something. You know what I'm
But
saying? After this baby oil fiasco. So it's
but
just
that's
like,
what he was saying. The guy they're saying that the baby oil you had,
yeah, the GHB in there. That's crazy.
yeah,
Baby oil. That's off the chain. Like,
But the prostitute that was doing both Diddy and Cassie for 8 years, he didn't say that he fell asleep. Well, he was very well aware, and he had to put on lots of baby oil. So, was it in the baby oil or was it not in the baby oil?
it's in the baby oil. They tested it. It's in the baby oil, and it what's that called? It inhibits you because that's what date rape does. It inhibits you. It knocks you out.
right. Because some
So
people,
anything goes when you're knocked out.
or some people it doesn't knock them out because you hear people that say like they were under date rape drugs, but they were still awake, but they couldn't move. They
Couldn't
couldn't,
do
you
nothing.
know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like they only could just sit there and take it, whatever
Hmm.
was happening to them.
Hmm. Now that's horrible. Can you imagine? You're watching what's happening to you, and you can't do anything. You can't move. That's the ultimate like violation right there.
Probably like an outer body experience.
You know
That
what I'm
is
saying?
horrible, and you don't
Yeah.
feel it then, but you feel it afterwards. Like that
Mhm.
last dude in that docu series. I'm like, now how did they get you? How did they get you? Because I don't know if you was invited to the sex parties to do the baby oil thing. How did they get you? And you was like, I was drugged, and then I used to wake up sore, and he didn't sound well. I can't say what happened, but he didn't sound scared or alarmed enough when you wake up, don't know what happened. You saw and Diddy's laying next to you. Like you don't jump into action at what like
I mean,
I
I
can't.
I see what you're
Borderline.
saying. I see what you're saying, and some people would, right? But I think that again, when we go back to victimhood, um, We don't know what type of threats we don't know what was said and done behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, this man did something to have a mass of people afraid of him.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about a monster that got people terrified of him. So yeah, anything, yeah, we're gonna be like, well, you should have just did this, that, and the third, but you're not there to hear what's really going on. People, they got people signing things that they can't, NDAs and there's all kind of stuff that happens in these type of situations. So it's not easy to just say, hey, you should have just left. You should have did this. You should have did that, because that man threatened just about everybody he touched.
Hey, Ivy, what was Little Rod? Didn't Little Rod say that should happen to him? Right? He would wake up next to Diddy, because he was one of the ones that trying to sue Diddy for years of sexual assault and other stuff.
It seems to have happened many times, more than once. So yeah, he said sometimes he'll wake up in pain and different things like that. But then people will say, well, why'd you keep going back? You see what I'm saying? So it goes back to we don't know what's being said and done to these people to be repeated offenders or repeated victims, if you will.
Well, they just tell us everything.
But so you know what? I was thinking, I heard y'all say that.
That is true, Cookie. That is true, but I still have that question. Like, you didn't. What did you sign something? Like, it's a lot of information that is missing. Because I'm like, all of y'all were saying, yeah, he offered you something. We don't see no contract.
The NDA, because that I forgot her name, from Danity Kane, the white girl. They made her sign it, right? So he's making them sign something to where they can't disclose, just like with athletes, right? When they're cheating on their wives and they go into these hotels and stuff, they have to leave their phones out the room, and they have to sign an NDA. So that's what's happening in these cases. You see what I'm saying? They're sworn to secrecy.
And I hear y'all saying, like, why not tell us everything? You got to understand, this is something that was, even though it's a docu-series, a lot of this, there's probably hours and hours and hours of footage that we'll never see, that didn't make the cut.
Mm-hmm. I think they're trying to say now that 50 Cent is going to do another one with surrounding the death of Oh Girl. Mm-hmm. That's going to be interesting if that happens. Because I think he had a hand in her death.
And that, I feel like that too. It's like a lot of stuff left out, and it's spun in the way that 50 want us to view it. Because we don't know everything. We could just
speculate.
Give our opinions, speculate, assume, or whatever the case may be. But my opinion stands. That motherfucker is guilty. He just have a dark spirit about him. Like, I don't know. It's in his eyes for me. And it's like,
yep, it's sickening.
Yes, it's like, it's a darkness.
It's like he's under a spell of some sort. You know what I'm saying?
When Diddy broke up with his partner, the guy that helped him erupt Bad Boys, that was Diddy's boyfriend. Mm-hmm. Like, let's be for real.
Yeah, Gene Deal.
This is a relationship gone bad.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what, y'all? I'm gonna be honest.
Are you talking about Kirk or you talking about Andre?
Andre Harrell
was his boyfriend.
No, Kirk.
Andre Harrell turned him out, didn't he?
I feel like he did. I think he did.
I feel like he was turned out long before he met them people.
Oh, okay.
Long before he just happened to be around when he got around them. He got around some people that was into what had previously happened to him. But I'm gonna say this too, guys. Throughout the years, other people have talked about it, right? And if we start going back and looking at some of these older interviews and certain people speaking about certain things on certain platforms, we'll start. Listen, I'm telling you, a lot of this stuff has been being said throughout decades here. Through here in New York, a lot of this, like it was like, wow, this nigga, like some of the people didn't even want to deal with him. Like, I'm not dealing with that. I'm not going. Because if they had to listen to Craig Mack,
Yes.
why everybody that's with Puff has some of the greatest acts. When you go Total, 112. When you
Yep.
start going back to these people, Black Rob, G Dep got so high and went and confessed to a murder that had been done years prior that they never had an idea. Craig Mack joined the cult. Loon was always Muslim, but he got deeper into his Islam. Mace
Mace.
became a pastor. Like, why are these people?
Run to God. Okay, you got a point.
That's what I said. I told you
Mhm.
that too. I'm like, then why does
Mhm.
these people? Pam from Total, she's
Mhm.
a minister, a pastor, something like that. I was like, what in
Mace.
hell did
Mace,
them
yep.
people see that made them
Mm.
just stay away from what they was in and just be right with God? Like they had to see some scary stuff that they could not handle. That was there. And Sister Light, what I want to say to what you just said about you feel like or you think that Diddy was such early on. Do you think it was from the Catholic or the company that his mama kept?
Both.
That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question. It's possible it's both. I mean, you got Usher's mom allowing her 13-year-old son to go with a strange man, you know. Um
And that was
Trusting whatever you felt you can trust about this cat. You got Justin Bieber. Like this stuff goes so
That's
deep.
who I want to hear from.
And
Justin
yeah,
Bieber.
it's like, but I don't think he want to talk about it. Like
He's not
Usher,
gonna.
he really don't want to talk about it. And then you got Ray J out here just on some BS, but it's just like nobody wants to really talk about that. I mean, I'm sure it's painful, especially coming from a man, right? But I think it's possibly both. Because the Catholic Church does have a reputation of diddling around with boys. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Catholic Church had something to do with that, you know. But something happened to this man for him to be how he is now. I will say that.
I will agree 100%. Something, it's a whole lot of somethings that happened for him to just be at this point, this degree. But I mean, if you really think about it and then look over to the left at R. Kelly's situation, he was, touchstone and
Victim too. Yep.
that it kind of makes sense. It,
Mhm.
it it just makes sense in these type of situations where they record and uh give people golden showers because they in control and they have money. But he's a prime example of what happens when money runs out. No one's on your side. Now you
Right.
got to face the music because
They,
what goes up got to come down.
Hmm.
they don't
Mm-hmm.
even know you now.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Lord have
People
mercy.
became too big for their britches.
That's right.
Y'all, what happened and why they didn't mention Farnsworth Bentley?
Mm. Been waiting on him to break his silence.
Okay.
What?
What you got to say?
He's the only one
Right.
that
He
made
been
it.
quiet.
Farnsworth. You was
Bam.
carrying that umbrella around all the time. What you got to say?
Right.
Yep. I've been waiting on that also because the key players, and it's crazy because you see a lot of people doing interviews and just flat out saying Puffy sexually assaulted me, this, that, and the third. But none of these people are in the documentary.
Because
They would
maybe they didn't want to speak up.
Yeah, they
You-
probably didn't want to speak up. But they edit a lot. A lot of stuff was edited out. So like I said,
Mhm.
there's a rumor that, not DMG, Godly, sorry. What's his name? 50 Cent is coming out with that one piece about Nicole.
Who's Nicole?
Not Nicole. What's that girl's name?
Him?
Kim Porter.
I think Ivy, we should look at the memoir thing.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this guy last night. he was the one who actually had the footage, and he, from her, the stuff from her, and when he put it out, he didn't want to be the face of it, so he had that white man do it,
Mm-hmm.
and he said there's a rated X version, and then there's the regular version.
Is
And
that the book?
the book, yeah. He was showing pictures last night. I was watching this thing. He was showing pictures. Like, I was like, oh wow, it's crazy. But I'll send you the
Oh, I'm gonna
interview
look
they
at
did with
that.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was showing pictures, and like I said, he told everybody if something happened to me, he did it.
Mm-hmm.
This man
That
bought
black
this
guy
woman,
got killed.
this man bought this woman's casket before she died.
Mm-hmm. Is that the same white guy that got killed?
No, the guy who was supposed to have been the one who had so apparently there's supposed to be 4 different flash drives that
Mm-hmm.
she gave to 4 different people, and I don't think the 4 people know each other. Not sure. I'm
Gotcha.
not sure about how that goes, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I know there was a white guy that was killed. That was, I think, a medical examiner. Somebody.
Oh yeah, the medical examiner,
Yeah,
because
that was killed.
yeah, he the first one that said that she didn't die from what they were trying to say she
Right.
died from, and then
Right.
they did a new one in that, yeah, it was that, whatever. But that
Mm.
we need to look at that memoir. That memoir is crazy because she talked about a lot of their sex parties and how he would beat her. That he was mad that she enjoyed Jamie Foxx sexually because they said
And
Jamie
Tupac.
Foxx got it.
And
And
Tupac.
yeah, him and Tupac got into it about her because he started saying stuff like, "Yeah, you enjoyed her, but we didn't enjoy her together." And that Pac was like, "Yo, like, why you disrespecting the sister like that?"
Right.
Whatever. And yeah, then she talks about how Jay-Z came to the restaurant and was like, I need such and such gone. And next thing you know, that whole East Coast, West Coast thing was happening.
He's next, Jay-Z.
What I was gonna say? Jay-Z been real quiet. He really trying to stay away from this situation.
So what y'all think about the authorities holding on to that footage of Keefe D's confession about the murder of Tupac? Like,
Because
they solved this murder years
I
ago.
think I think that they all were being paid off. I believe when I say that man is a powerful man, yeah, I'm quite sure a captain, a police captain, or somebody was at one of them parties and they made that shit disappear. Because if not, we could let all this go. You know what I mean? That man was a powerful man. He was a powerful man.
I
And
don't
huh?
I don't think he was that powerful to play with the feds. What I don't know. From what they said on the documentary, that pretty much they made a deal with him because Keefe D was in jail for drugs. He was facing life in jail for a drug charge.
Mm-hmm.
Told him like, hey, if we let you out, give you $1 million, you turn in some other drug affiliates, we'll let you out. So he said he didn't want to snitch. So what he did was told them that he'll tell them about the murder of Tupac. Pretty much if he didn't have immunity, but the deal was if what he said was right and correct and they didn't find any other details out, that they wouldn't arrest him. Well, he ended up writing that book that got him incriminated because he put some details in his book that he left out with the feds.
Mm-hmm. And then he went on Vlad. And something with Vlad is crazy too, because these people, when they go on Vlad, they either end up dead or in jail right after that show, right after going on that show. And people is like, yo, y'all got to stop going on Vlad TV. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think that like I said, you don't believe that he has this power. I do. I believe that this man is a very powerful man. I believe this man has rubbed elbows in some type of way with some top people, and this is one of the reasons why he's hasn't been in jail, put in jail long ago, But when he thought he could go up against De Blasio, is where it all ended for him. They had to show him, you think you're above your station, and now we're gonna show you that you're not.
But doesn't it always kind of work like that too? Like they
Mhm.
get so greedy and big headed to think that they can get above these people, and they have to show them every time. You know,
They think they're bigger than the program.
Yeah.
it's so weird.
I'm telling you, that's why I love you're above your station. Because you know how the white people used to be like, you think you're above your station? Nigga, I'm gonna show you that you're not.
Right.
You know, they think, like I said, once they get to a certain tax bracket or a certain level of fame, they really feel like they can say and do what they want. And then these people come along and show them you cannot. And we're not going for it. And it is
Every single time.
yeah. You can't the Blasio or Delagio, whatever the name of that place, them people are, they show big bank take little bank. And this is a big bank over here. Little bank, and we're not gonna let you play with us. So now we're gonna end everything you had going on. And I also understand that they facilitate, the powers that be facilitate a lot of this activity. And this way, when it comes time, they got all this on you already. They got it all on you already.
Yeah.
And he just, you once you piss somebody off, yeah. Your boss's boss. It is what it is. Because it's weird, because even when they asked Clive Davis, I saw a thing when it was like, well, what do you think about Sean Diddy Combs? And he was like, who is that? I said, what?
Right.
I said, who is that? Like, what?
Drop like a hot
correct. That is the correct answer. Because it's Clive know what he doing. He's a pioneer of that stuff. He know. You think he don't see all the little people that he created? They created. It's like the great grandfather created all these messed up grandkids, the kids, the grandkids. It's everybody who come up in the record business or music, Hollywood, TV, movie business. They all get initiated in through some debauchery. And I wanted to say this to y'all, like Diddy did Tupac and Biggie. He knew what to do with Tupac. He wanted him gone so bad. He tried twice. The second time he got it, but he didn't get Suge Knight, which was shocking to me because I didn't know he wanted to do Suge Knight.
Right.
Oh yeah.
But when it came around to Biggie, he made sure there was no mistakes.
Right.
Ain't that sad? That's supposed to be your best friend. Like
he knew what to do. And it's always like that. If you look back at history of a black man coming up, whoever that's hanging on his arm and on his shoulder is on his back, and his right hand man is the one who get him crossed out. It's every time.
Is it jealousy?
Yes.
Like that's crazy.
Yes, it is, because Biggie had something that Diddy would never get: personality.
Right.
Especially Tupac, man. That man was
Tupac was well-rounded. He went to performing arts school, and he knew about the street life, like, and he could rap. That's why Diddy was fascinated by Pac. That's how that video, that first video of Biggie's was similar to Tupac's "I Get Around" video at the swimming pool and all that other stuff like that. You could tell he was upset until Pac slighted him. He was like, he's a bogus ass dude. I don't want no parts of him.
But
He already
there's a song that he it's on my page. He try to sound like Tupac.
When Pac
sound like Tupac. I'm just like,
he's so annoying. He's so annoying. But people got mad with Pac. People was mad with Pac because Pac never blamed Biggie for him being shot.
No,
he said what he said was he was privy to the information. You know what I mean? And it hurt him because he like, yo, when nobody would deal with you, I was dealing with you. I had you around. I had you in shows. But even when Biggie told him that he was gonna sign with Puff, he told him like, I can't help you get to where you need to be, so you got to do what's best for you. But he never thought that he would let Puff drive that wedge.
Yeah, that's what hurt him the most, I think, because him and Pac was very close at one point, and it just went to the left.
Biggie reminds me of that. Don't be like, if I don't fuck with if you fuck with me, you can't deal with them. He just reminds me of that, like those people, like those are my ops, and yeah,
very familiar, huh? Very familiar.
yeah. But I got a family member like that, and it's
I
weird.
feel like Biggie did not know about the Tupac being shot situation at the studio in New York. I feel like Diddy on purpose left him in the blind so that he could be blamed for it, and he knew that Pac was going.
Well, I don't think. Well, from what I understand, Biggie didn't know that that was going to happen. But Biggie was cool with all of them dudes, and he knew that they didn't like Pac. He was cool with all of them, like your Haitian Jack, your Tut, your all of these people. He was cool with them. That's why when he went to jail, and I think anybody who's familiar with prison, they know what's going to happen before it happened in prison. And you would think we would know right outside in the real world. Nah, the prisons they know everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I think Pac was so hurt, because he was like, like these dudes is your friends. Like these are people. But from what I understand, I heard, Biggie told Pac, like, be careful around these dudes. These dudes ain't, you know what I mean? Ties into everything, because these are the same dudes that 50 was beefing with in real life. Same dudes, same cat. So it's all connected. And he's like, yeah, he's having a field day right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's having a field day right now.
A lot deeper than what is told.
Right. This is not only industry stuff. This is street stuff that we were dealing with. All of it. Yeah. So, Mm-hmm.
And now you got Marlon Wayans, Ja Rule. It's just like,
I would really
want to do that.
I would have really have loved to see Pac and Big reach their full potential.
Man.
And Big L. I really would have loved to see these guys reach their full potential.
They kind of hinted to
the Pen Gangster.
He hinted that he had something to do with Heavy D's death too. Have y'all seen that or heard that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love me some Heavy D.
And they said Andre Harrell, Heavy D, and Kim Porter, and the last one would have been Albie Shore. And remember, he almost died. Was it last year?
Sure did. But
he was in a coma. Wasn't he? He was like in a coma for not coma, but he was like on life support or something. For months.
He was down bad. Yeah.
But is that okay? So what was going on with that? And was that the same thing Kim had going on before she died?
Uh-huh.
All I know is from what I've seen, I'll be sure that Diddy has something to do with Kim's murder. Mm-hmm. And his relationship with his son is very, very strained.
Puppy running around here stealing people's kids, bro.
Right. That boy, he got his whole entire face. He got Albie's entire face.
He was just like his daddy.
It's crazy. But yeah, it's that. I think he probably tried to take him out and he didn't win because he's still alive. You know what I'm saying? But this is some real stuff, man. Like this.
Did he get the punishment for saying that you did something to my baby mama?
I think so. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
And he almost lost his life from the
But
almost
he
similar
loved
thing.
him. He
If
loved
you, if you think about it, Kim was married to Al B. Sure. That wasn't just they were married
They were
legally.
married. Mm-hmm.
This nigga, he running around here snatching people kids from them and all kind of shit. Hey, listen. But I want us to, Ivy, when we get a chance to watch that dude that was talking, the one that released that memoir.
Oh yeah.
He got a lot to say. Said when Puff got around these people, he was like, I want that. I want that. I want to be the one.
Mm-hmm.
I want it because he looked like he was a dweeb growing up, and nobody really,
Okay. Well, ladies, we're a little over an hour, and we have a show tonight.
Yes,
Sister Light, would you like to tell everybody about the show we have tonight?
Yes, come and join the Diabolical Divas for our very first Talking Sex After Dark. And I think tonight we have Jesus Black as a guest. And it's not going to be too raunchy, so don't think that. But we're going to cover a lot of topics about sex.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
It's going to be a great show.
And me. Go ahead and close us out. Wow, Yams Cookie.
Thanks for joining. It was really nice to meet you, Miss Aisha. Hope to see you in the future on more shows. I'm here with my sisters, the Diabolical Divas, and we just got through covering the Puff Daddy Diddy debacle. Oh my goodness. And that's all I have. I mean, thanks for joining. Thanks for those who participated in the chats. And that's all I have.
Hey, I just want to say one more thing. Hey guys, just pay attention. We're going to come back and we're going to touch on this topic again. We're going to look at a few more things and we're going to have another open discussion about it.
Yes.
I don't got no friends. I don't got no friends. You know what I mean? I got supporters, people on my side and people on the other side.
Welcome to the shift where the whole room blows. DMG vibes got the city on go. Stand on what you know, every mind gon' grow. This you black, I'm with you, let the whole world know. Paradigm like, yo, shine just right. Respect your view even if we don't align right. We can disagree and still keep the love tight. DMG family, we elevate the mind right. This that channel that be talking back, energy attack. Iron sharpens iron, watch the whole league react. Competition in the building, better tighten up your facts. We ain't clones, but we still mirror how you crack under impact. Every debater work hard, spot a weak, rep fast. You live wrong, paradigm shift and break your stance. I'm the judge, the jury, the pen, the contrast. My bars hit four ways like a quadruple. Buying title shift where the whole room glow. DMG vibes got the city on go. Stand on what you know, every mind gon' grow. If you black, I'm with you, let the whole world know. Paradigm light, yeah, we shine just right. Respect your view, even if we don't all align right. We can disagree and still keep the love tight. DMG family, we elevate the mind right. We invite every mind, long as you stand on yours. Walking with respect, leave with open doors. Channel stay lit, views jumping off from boards. STL bounce, yeah, the spy from the source. Competitors, welcome, step up, don't fold. We don't fit pressure, we refine under load. Thoughts heavy, we press them till the truth get told. Shift so clean, it feel platinum even when it's gold. Come through correct, bring your logic and your proof. Speak your truth, just don't run from the truth. We debate with grace, that's the paradigm groove. Flow so smooth, even turbulence move. Welcome to the shift where the whole room go. DMG vibes got the city on go. Stand on what you know, every mind gon' grow. If you black, I'm with you, let the whole world know. Paradigm light, yeah, we shine just right. Respect your view, even if we don't align right. We can disagree and still keep the love tight. DMG family, we elevate the mind right. shift where the home go. DMG vibe like the city on go. Stand on what you know, every mind gon' go. If you black, I'm with you, let the whole world know. Paradigm life, yeah, we shine just right. Respect your view, even if we don't align right. We can disagree and still keep the love tight. DMG family, we elevate the mind right. Welcome to the shift. DMG vibes got the city on go. Welcome to the shift. Stand on what you know, every mind gon' grow. Welcome to the shift. If you black, I'm with you, if you black, I'm with you. Welcome to the shift. We can disagree and still keep the love tight. Welcome to the shift. DMG family, we elevate the mind right. Welcome to the shift. DMG vibe got the city on low. Walk with paradigm shift, keep it real for.
Y'all know I say that greeting for one reason and one reason only. It's because if you black, I'm with you. And I hope that you with me.